let's look at the Anunnaki then, the Dark Overlords. Anunnaki, one of the names it means in Sumerian or Shumerian is they come from the skies. The Anunnaki, as I said, were originally rebel Pleiadians and Centaurians. They were invited in by the Atlanteans in the last part of the empires. There are 3 Atlantean empires. There's the original empire, there's the second empire, and then there's the later, the third empire. It is this later third empire which had the Anunnaki in it, plus another group of dark non-humans that had come here as part of a vast posting by the Anchara Alliance that were part of the process to finally try to destroy the last of the fully conscious Earth humans that were in exile, that were the sons and daughters of the leader group of the Atlanteans. So now let's look at these guys. This is Anu, the so-called father of the Sumerian gods. Now in all the pantheons that are created all over the world, in India, in Egypt, in Sumeria, in the native parts of the Americas, all over the Pacific, we have sky gods. These sky gods, for the most part, are very warlike. And when I get into talking about Lemuria, I talk about Hawaii, and you can see how the remnants of the Lemurian civilization that was taken over by the Polynesians, who represented the Sumerian very super violent sky gods, you can see the difference between how that all amalgamated together. But anyway, let's go back to just the Anunnaki themselves and not talk about the fact that this was a worldwide phenomenon, because they were in charge of all of us no matter where we were. So this is Anu. Whenever you see them, they have on their pilot hat, which is this strange weird thing, and they're always shown as sky gods, so they have their wings. Now Anu was, as I said, the father of a whole pantheon of beings, and here you can see this whole process of the many types of sky gods, and these names are repeated in other pantheons, as I said, throughout the area of history. So, for instance, Zeus was father of the gods, as Anu was father of the gods. Brahma is the main general father of the Hindus. The warrior part of the leaders is, for instance, Shiva, and this is just to show you India and Sumeria as Enlil, so Shiva and Enlil. The destroyers, the warriors. Then there's the feminine fertility, the real life, the wisdom, the female wisdom, the nurturing energies that provide for the eternal coming forth of the human race and allowing it to keep going forward. And as it says here, the Anunnaki have many names. So you have Durga. Nema is the same being in the pantheon of the Sumerians, and Hathor is the Egyptian. Now the Anunnaki had to find a way to get us to worship them, to declare ourselves believers that they were our creators, because they needed our energy. When we actually worshiped them, we were giving them our energies. We were giving away our power to them. In doing this, it allowed them to survive, because these energies, once they get on the dark side, need constant renewal in order to survive, in order to maintain their immortality. So that's why they needed us to be total believers that they were our creators, and that we were not part of a great fall that had been basically instigated by them and a lot of their cohorts, namely the Atlanteans and the people from Anchara.